Warning. This video contains major spoilers and plot points of the 2017 movie It. If you have not seen this movie yet, turn this video off right now, go watch it, then come back. I'll give you a few minutes. Hey, how you doing? 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody, I am the Review Man, and today I am reviewing the 2017 adaptation of Stephen King's It. I just seen this movie. Today is opening day. Today was opening day of it, and me and a buddy of mine went to go see this movie. I can tell you, I was a little terrified of this movie. This movie revolves around this kid, these group of kids that all have one thing in common. They're being terrorized at school, and they're being terrorized by this killer clown. And the first kid's named Bill. He gets terrorized by the Pennywise because Pennywise is using his fear and guilt because when he was sick, and he's having his fear is of his brother Georgie. Why am I wearing this? I don't know. Something weird. I don't know. Anyway, he's using he's using Bill's fear because of Georgie's disappearance. He's making Bill feel guilty. And then we have who do we have next? Little sweet. Okay, the kids' names in this movie. The kids' names in this movie is Bill, Ben, Bevy, Richie, Stan. He's a Jew. It would have been cool if he would have been Cowie, because I could do a South Park reference. Stupid Jew. Nah, I'm good. And then we got Eddie, or Spaghetti, the asthmatic. He's an asthmatic whose mama just won't let him leave him alone until he stands up to his mom in the movie. Then that's pretty much all the kids in the movie. Then we got Mike. He's pretty much the only black kid in the entire movie. And they're being terrorized at school. They're being terrorized by this killer clown, and the killer clown is actually using the bully Henry Bowers to help get rid of the kids because there's one scene in the movie where he says, where and you might have seen it in the commercial, where she's like, "Make it a wonderful day, Henry. Kill him. Kill them all. Kill them all." And that's Pennywise sort of like saying, you know what? This is Pennywise being sort of badass, saying, "You can help me kill these kids. You can help me kill these kids. I just need your help killing these kids. I killed the guy's brother. I'm using him as guilt, and now I can use the rest of them spears." Because, yeah, this movie, it was awesome. I'm not trying to get too much away, but anyway, they all get together, form this gang called the Losers Club, because Beverly, she has a reputation of being a bit of a slut, which is none of that's true. A woman of the night, none of that's true. This is something they made up. And so movie's going on. They're trying to find a way to kill. They're trying to find a way to kill Pennywise or It or whatever. And they each have a fear of something they're afraid of. Bill is afraid. Or no, he's not afraid, but he's just getting over his brother's death. That's what Pennywise or It's using against him. Beverly, her dad has too much power over her, and and Pennywise is It's using that to use that to control and scare Mike. He's using his fear, or the thing that's using to scare him, his parents died in a fire, and Pennywise or It's using that fear to using the fear of the fire because he's making him feel guilty for using not being there just to help him save his parents. Eddie, he's like an asthmatic, and his mama has way too much control over him. His mama has way too much control over him, and his fear, he's like a germaphobe and all this other stuff, and his fear is this leper. And this dude has like a melty eye, and his eyes are like turning inside out. Doing that number right here. Doing that number, that was weird. And let's see, what was he using against? He was using. I forgot what he was using for the new kid. Apparently Ben has a fear of heights. This wasn't implied, and Ben has a fear of heights, and he's like the new kid, and everybody's getting all the kids in school are getting terrorized by Henry and by mostly by Henry, but the Losers Club is being terrorized by. Sorry, just checking some stuff. It's being terrorized by Pennywise, or it. And it, okay. And this was one of the weirdest things that I've seen in this movie. The whole movie was weird, but Stan the Jew, again, the Kyle South Park reference. But anyway, guys, this is one of the creepiest things I've seen in this movie. He's Jewish, and he's trying to get his bar mitzvah, and apparently bar mitzvah is supposed to turn you into a man. And so he's going into the room, he puts the book, and then you see this painting fall that he just straightened out, and it drops on the ground. He picks it up, and then automatically he just turns around. He sees this creepy old woman. Her eyes are like all glazed over. Her eyes are all glazed over like that. And she comes out. That's what it is supposed to be taking the fear of place of. And you see like all these teeth. You see like all these like rows of teeth. And yeah, you see all these. This was way better than the 1990 version. I'm trying not to give too much away, but I am reviewing it. It's like a review, synopsis, whatever. And I would tell you one thing at the beginning of the movie. Whenever Georgie and Pennywise were talking, you might have seen it from the commercial where he's like, "This is a nice boat. You want it? You can take it. Take it, Georgie. Take it. You can hear the circus down here. You can hear the circus, Georgie. Don't you want this balloon?" And he reaches in the balloon. Pennywise bites Georgie, rips his arm off. They actually show this in the movie. Rips his arm off, and Georgie's like crawling away. Pennywise's hand comes reaching out the sewer, and he's like, and he just throws him in there. Okay, the movie's going on. They go to this house, and I think this is called like the Netmore house or whatever. I really hadn't read the book. I really should read the book. I might just do that. Anyway, they go to the house, and they all have a run-in with their own personal fears because of Pennywise. He's about to eat Eddie until Beverly comes in, and she stabs a like a rusty piece of metal through his head. And he's like going all crazy. His eyes are like all dilated. And he's like, his eyes are all dilated and all this other stuff. And he's backing into the house. He's going down this well, and apparently this well was supposed to be somewhere where where it lives, because all these other places around, they did a map. You might see it in the commercial, but they did this map. And there's like, that's that sewer, that's where it lives. And then they trek it into the Netmore house or the wells, I don't know what. But apparently there's a well inside that house. And then that's where it lives. Sure enough, they go down into the sewer. They're all prepared for like all this other stuff. And there was some, I forgot what it was, but there was some kind of gun that Mike was using, that Mike's grandpa was using to kill sheep, to kill lambs to make lamb chops. It was some kind of gun. They take that into the thing. They take that into the well with them. They take the gun into the well, and everybody's going into the well. And then Henry Bowers comes in the house. Henry Bowers, the bully, the one that Pennywise told him, kill them all, kill them all. Make it a good day, Henry. Kill them all. There's a lot of killing in this movie. Good movie though. And then he said, kill. And they get in they get all in a fight. And then what Mike does is he pushes Henry down the well, killing Henry. Yes, Mike killed Henry. Henry, the bully, and they're all going into the well. They're disappearing and splitting off one by one. And then Beverly, she's already down. She's already down there because Pennywise took her. That's how Bill was able to go back in. Told him that we had to go back in the sewer, and Pennywise already took her. And she's trying to find a way to escape. And Pennywise is like, she says, I'm not scared of you. Pennywise's like, you will be. And she's like, and he like opens his mouth up, like that scene off of Beetlejuice. She opens her mouth up, and Beverly is looking down like her soul was getting sucked out of her, and her soul was getting sucked out of her, and she's like all of this. Because she's floating, she's soulless. She's under Pennywise's control, and Bill is getting tracked. Ran into her first because he saw Georgie, and whenever the rest of the Loser Club, Mike, Henry, Richie, and Ben, they were all coming down there to look for Beverly, and they seen Beverly. Ben pulls her down because he loves her the most. That's like one of the first scenes in the movie. That's like one of the first scenes in the movie. They meet, and then he just instantly falls in love with her, writes a poem and everything. And then they're all like, and then he pulls her down. He's like, Beverly, wake up, wake up. He kisses her, and then that brings her back to life. That brings her back. And Beverly's reputation in this movie, in this book, is she's supposed to be like a bit of a woman that gets around. I can't say it because I had Apocalypse, but she's a woman that gets around. And so anyway, the movie goes on. She said Bill finds Georgie, or it's supposed to be Georgie, but it's actually Pennywise, whatever. And he said, and Georgie said, Ben, can I go home with you? And Bill's like, yeah, I'd love to take you home with me, but you're not, Georgie. He reaches out, pulls out the sheep gun, knocks him in the head, and Georgie's like laying there all lifeless, like, and then all of a sudden he just starts twitching, and he turns into Pennywise. And Pennywise is saying everybody's like getting like all this stuff, all these guns and all these other things. They're like getting like knives and rakes and all this other stuff, and trying to hit them one by one. And he's turning into like everything that they're afraid of. Like he's turning like everything that they're afraid of one by one, and they're all attacking him and all this, until the end, where Bill was being grabbed by Pennywise like this. Pennywise said, "Let him leave me alone with him, and you can all live happy lives, and then the fear will bring you back." And then Richie comes back with this line, you know what, Bill? I'm going to leave you. Because I said I'm going to die with you, and we're all going to die together. And then he just starts they all like start attacking this clown. They all start attacking Pennywise until he's like all defeated. And the kids say, Bill says to him that you're not going to defeat us. We're stronger than you. We're feed off your fear. But one thing is, we're not afraid of you. And then what Pennywise does is he like starts inching back into the sewer and back into the sewer. And he like says this poem. I forgot what it was. But he says this poem. Something about feeding off the kids' fear and all this other stuff. And he just disappears. And then they all exit the sewer. And they all make this blood pact. They all cut each other with a piece of glass. Said that if it ever returns, we would come back to Derry, or come back here. And then they all say goodbye to each other. And then at the end, you see Beverly and Bill. They're all talking and all this other stuff. And then Beverly's like, "I'll see you later, Bill." And then Bill, he's thinking about, man, I should have. He's thinking that, man, I should have kissed her. He reaches over to runs over to Beverly as she's walking away, gives her a big smack on the lips, and then he kisses her. They kiss back, and yeah, that's pretty much the end of it. Chapter 1. This one was called It Chapter 1, the Losers Club. But there will be a It Chapter 2 because they're all got to come back as adults, because we all know from the Stephen King book, which this is greatly based upon. Not like that other 1990 movie that has some of the It points to it, but this one has more of it. And so yeah, anyway guys, I am the review man. I hope you go out and see this movie and not watch my review. Watch the review because I left out a bunch of stuff. But I gave you basically the key points of the movie. But yeah, anyway guys, go out and watch this movie. I am the review man. I will see y'all guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. And yeah, so anyway, that's about it. If you don't watch this review, or if you made it this far, you're gonna float. I don't know why I want something different. So yeah, anyway guys, like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff, and have a good night.